Cecilia, and this is my testimony for the last 6 months during Corona time. Well, Rona has been complicated. For the last 6 months, my life's been pretty busy. Have 2 jobs and a baby and a stay-at-home husband now who works downstairs, and a kid who started off Rona homeschooling for the first time downstairs. And so that was fun. And then also college classes, and like Shelby said, pastoral classes on top of those classes. So there's been a lot of chaos in my life between all of that and having a baby.
Is the simple task of grocery shopping suddenly this huge ordeal that you never expected it to be?
Grocery shopping is a vacation at this point.
You go without kids?
I go without the baby, and use Rona as the excuse. And then I can actually like have a minute full of, other people talking to me, but at least it's an opportunity to be by myself kinda for a minute. I think God is using this wonderful timeout to like force me to deal with things that I would otherwise not deal with, because I can keep busy with the said 2 jobs and baby and all of the house things. And so it's been an interesting experience to be kind of forced to confront some things that I wasn't necessarily dealing with. And I think we're all kind of in that time where maybe the frustrations we have with people or past things we haven't thought about, or relationship things that we haven't dealt with, now you have nothing but time to think about them. So that's kind of been my experience, is God kind of going through every aspect of my life, and not just personal life, but ministry life and family life and friend life and direction of my life, to just kind of turn everything upside down. So it's been a fun learning curve. And then also with being a ministry leader, I think just that's been interesting too, to try to navigate that through prayer and the Bible, of how do we deal with all of the information being thrown at us and try to make wise, godly decisions to protect people when people are mad at you no matter what decision you make, and then having to deal with God on that. And I've just got to the point where I'm okay with people not liking me, because that's kind of how the last 6 months have been. So yeah, so I might need the next round of therapy. Might have to take turns. I think God's at work in all of it, the good and the frustrating. But I've been really encouraged to see that there are other pastors in our network and other community leaders and ministry leaders that have really worked to be outside the box in how we normally do things, to love people in our community during this time, and to just reach out to one another and support each other and really push to see God grow. And so I see God working in that, and I see God pushing us to really be challenged by what do we actually believe, and are we willing to follow his most basic commands of loving him and loving others. And I think that God is making that abundantly clear, that we're either going to follow him or not in that, with all the difficulties going on. But on the positive, I do have a positive. Okay, yes, a positive. I really do enjoy getting to like spend more time with my family. I mean, that's been fun. Get to hang out with my husband every day, and he gets to hang out with our kids, and we've done lots of cool projects. So I mean, there's some fun things happening. I think God is asking us as Christians to let go of all the things that make us comfortable with church, and to go back to being the church the way that he was the church, with being uncomfortable and doing the hard things and being inconvenienced and spending time sacrificing love and loving the community and giving up the things that we may want for ourselves because somebody else needs it. And just making sure that people are loved well for God, so that they would see that when they look at us, that they would see God's love and see that there's more to Christian life than rules and Sunday morning checkoffs and cool ministry logos. Like, there's a lot more to than what we do as a church right now, and as the whole, not our specific church, but church as the whole. I think the most difficult part is the same as what's made it easier and more rewarding, is that we don't have all the same things going on. So we have to question, why are we doing what we do? I miss meeting with all the people. I miss getting to sing with everybody and just getting to have coffee and see everyone's faces and watch everyone's kids grow week by week. And just the time we have together for Wednesday nights and eating together. But at the same time, looking back on it, it feels more like we were loving each other instead of putting that energy into pulling broken people in. And I think the challenge is, how do we continue to love each other while not making each other the focus, and making the people that really need God's love and grace and don't have it the focus of why we're coming together. I think that just God is making things new. I really like the exciting part where you don't know where he's going to go. You just know something is changing and it's going to be different and exciting, and you're just kind of along for the ride to see where he takes you, because those things always turn out really well and much bigger than you expect them to be. So, you know, I love and miss you guys, and I miss getting to do life with all of you, and being a part of yours and getting to bring you into mine, because I'm not so good at sharing that on Facebook because there's too many people. But just having that time with everybody to just share life is really something that I miss, and I know my family misses it. And I think as the staff, we miss having that time too, to interact with everybody and just show everyone how much they're loved. So I think my final farewell, instead of just saying goodbye, is just the thing that Jesus keeps bringing to me, and I keep trying to tell everybody, and I'm sure it's getting old, is that we just need to be kind to each other. Like, everywhere you go and everything you say, especially online, just to be kind to one another right now, because life is hard and everyone's really upset about things. There's a lot of upsetting things happening in the world. So do that, and goodbye.